Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, each Saturday morning, I normally do my live. If here I'm blowing a little bit extra this morning, it's because I just finished exercising. Yeah, so I normally do my live each Saturday morning from the poolside. This morning I am in the country, so therefore no poolside for me this morning. Very mixed emotions, very sad feelings, but it is what it is. And that the reason for that is because I am doing it sitting on my son's grave. Yeah, I'm doing it the live this morning sitting on my son's grave. And my hand is just shaking. Yeah. My hand is just shaking. So no pretty poolside for me this morning, but up in the country, enjoying the hills, enjoying the mountains, talking to my God one-on-one and sitting on my son's grave. My firstborn child, he died at the age of 31, and he died 8 months ago. And for me, it's mixed emotions. And I choose to come here this morning, and I choose to do this sitting on his grave this morning at the Garland Cemetery, because my message this morning would definitely be to parents who, when their children is wrong and they put up with it, when their children is wrong and they put up with it, the consequences of that can be heavy, very heavy. But if you have a child and the child is wrong and you talk to the child and then in the end something happened to the child, then for sure it is not on you. It is not on you. And even though I'm feeling a bit emotional this morning, I just ask the good Lord in heaven to just, hi Beep, what's up? How you doing? I just ask the good Lord in heaven to just dry my tears and to just give me the faith and to just give me the strength to go on. Because Devon, my son, that's the name of my son, Devon, everybody knows him as Junior. I brought him into this world 22 years ago. He died at 21, almost going 22. And the way in which he was conceived, the way I had him, I tried to bring him up in the way that I thought is right. However, he strayed. And other mother, you want the best for your children. So, I talked to him hard. I spoke to him soft. I talked to him as his enemy. I talked to him as his sister. I talked to him as his friend. And most of all, I spoke to him as his mom. Because no mother, no care how you pitney bad, and no care him give trouble or she, no mother don't want nothing that's bad to happen to them children. And when I saw the path that my son was taking, I said something to him. And I want to tell you something, that power is in the tongue as well. Power is definitely in the tongue. Because sometimes you said things out of anger. Sometimes you said things because you want to see your children strive. You don't want nothing bad to happen to them, and you don't want less for them. And when you see them going through certain things and doing certain things, you might have said things out of anger, not meaning it, one. And two, you could say things to see the reaction that you are going to get. Is he or she going to listen to you? Is he or she going to change? Is he or she going to take what you say seriously? However, again, it comes down to one thing. Power lies in the tongue. And when you say something, you can't take it back. So therefore, as a parent, we have to be careful what we say to our children. When I saw my son was doing all different kind of things and was getting himself involved in all different kind of things that I did not like, I said to him, if you don't change your path, I am going to bury you. Yes, I said it. And I said it to him on more than one occasion. I said, I don't like the path that you're on. I don't like the friends that you're keeping. And you need to change. You need to take a turn. Because if you continue on that same path, I am going to bury you. That's what I said to my son. 2 weeks before he passed, I was in my restaurant and he came in and he told me hello, and we weren't speaking for a while because the honest truth is I didn't like the things that he was doing. And I talked to him for years and it was getting worse. So I didn't talk to him. Period. I just cut him off. And he came in the shop, in the restaurant, and he said, Mommy, hi. And I said, hi. And we talked. And he said something to me. He said to me, you might think I don't love you, but I love you. That's what my son said to me. And he gave me a hug. He ordered 2 fish from me. And I put the fish in foil paper. And he said, why are you wrapping the 2 fish? One is for you. And I said, okay, thanks. And we had the fish. He had his, I had mine. I had a piece of mine and I put away piece. And then he hugged me and he left. But the strangest thing happened. When my son hugged me, there was just this feeling that just came over me. And my brother, which is my chef at the restaurant, was in the kitchen and he was cooking. And it's like as if I was going to pass out, like I have no breath. And I said to Winston, which is my brother, I said, Winston, I felt a pain just now, as if I was about to give birth, after Junior hugged me. And I said, I hope it's not the last time that I am seeing my son. That's what I said, And my son left. And even the following morning, my daughters and I were talking, and I was saying to them, I did not like the feeling I got when my son hugged me. 2 weeks later, I was in the restaurant again, and the Springmont police came. And when they came, they ordered breakfast, which is not like them, because normally they would have called and said, okay, I'm passing through, I'm going to pick up whatever. But they came this time and they sat down in the restaurant and they were eating. They ordered at least 3 different set of stuff, which is not like them. At the time, they come to tell me that my son is dead. But, they probably were figuring out what to say to me and watching my moods and stuff. And after they had it, I went to sit beside one of the police, and the same feeling I had 2 weeks before when I saw my son, I had the same feeling again. And I went in the kitchen, rushed in the kitchen, and I said, Winston, something happened to Junior. And him said, how you know? I said, it's just a feeling that I got. And when I said that to Winston, the police heard. And I came back out and he ordered a drink he ordered some tea. I made the tea and I gave it to him. And he said, when was the last time you saw your son? You spoke to your son? I said, 2 weeks ago. And he said to me, you try calling him last night or this morning? I said, no. And he said, well, I'm going to show you a picture and you can just look at it. And when I looked at the picture, my son, it was actually a video. My son was lying in a pool of blood. And the same feeling for a third time hit me. So it hit me 2 weeks prior when I saw my son, which was the last time I saw him. It hit me when the police entered the shop and I sat beside him. And it hit me again when I saw the video. So 3 times in a row, that same feeling hit me. And for sure, even before I saw the video, the minute he said he was going to show me the picture, he said to me, he didn't say video, he said a picture, but when he took out the phone, it was actually a video of my son lying in a pool of blood. I just know. And when I tell you that I know my son was dead. I just knew my son was dead. So, I mean, I can't bring him back. I definitely cannot bring back my son. I can't bring him back. But what I can do is I can encourage mothers out there who their children may be going through stuff and they turn to their parent and they turn a blind eye to that child. It can end up like my son right here, I'm sitting on his grave. Only because I did not be for him, there for him, 100% the way that I should have. And I was so angry with him when he was doing all different kind of stupidness. And I talked to him, as I said before. But I did not fight for my child enough. I did not go the extra mile to fight for my son. And because I didn't do that, he's lying right here. I'm sitting on his grave right now. Because I did not go the extra mile to fight for my son. And so this morning, I just want to tell somebody that sometimes your children might do things, and sometimes you might be upset about it. Sometimes you might be so angry. Be careful of the words you say to your children. Be careful of what comes out of your mouth to your children. The dirty girl this, the dirty boy that. You're coming like your dirty pa and your dirty ma. I beg of you parents, don't do it. In the name of God, may I beg you, do not do it. Because at the end of the day, don't care how the child bad. I feel your pitney. Are your pitney? If it's a mother, you carried that child for 9 months. You cared for that child. You feel the pain to have that child. And if it is a father, you contribute to bringing that child into this world. So therefore, we have to be careful of what we say to our children. Try and help them. If they need help, try and help them. And if it is psychological help that they need, I beg of you to get the help for them that they need. Because when they are gone, we can't bring them back. When they are gone, we cannot bring them back. I can't bring back my son. And if I could take back the angry words or the anger words that I had thrown at him so many times, I would have taken it back. But I can't. So now I have to live with the pain knowing that he's dead. And there is nothing I can do to bring him back. What I can do is to reach out to mothers. As a motivational speaker, I can reach out to mothers who are hurting, who are going through stuff and might not be able to handle the situation because maybe the pain is too much. I can have a talk with those mothers. Maybe, just maybe, I can save a child because I did not save mine. And you might have asked, then she never saved Fiara Pitney. So how come she go want to share for somebody else? But I learned. It's a learning process. I was watching Mr. Conroy Wilson this morning, and my very good friend, And his motivational speech this morning was, life is like how did he put it? He was using a lawnmower, and he was cutting his yard, and he said, life is like a weed. He said, you pick out the good ones, you weed out the bad ones, you throw out what you are supposed to throw out, and you nourish what is left behind. So it's life. So whatever we can do to nourish our children and to make them be man and woman of tomorrow, because we are here today. We don't know what tomorrow brings. People are just dying left, right, and center. You don't have to be sick. I could be talking to you now, and it could be the last time I'm talking to you sitting on my son's grave. Yeah? We just don't know what lies ahead of us. See, COVID is in. A lot of stuff have been happening. We don't even, I don't know about you, but for me, I don't even believe what they are saying, how this thing is being caught. We just don't know. We are not sure. So anything can happen. You could get a stroke. My brother came down to my son's funeral and to do other stuff, and he didn't live to go back over. He's now dead as well. He's not buried in this cemetery. He's buried at the family plot. I won't go there today. But I am just saying, people's lives just don't make nothing these days. So we just have to live each day as if it's our last day. Live each second as if it is our last second. It don't make sense we get up and have up nobody in our heart. If they do something and we can just bypass it, let us do that. Same thing goes for our children, because that's the moral bottom line of what I'm saying is our children. Let us try and do our best. At the end of the day, if push come to shove and anything should happen to them, we don't blame ourselves because we did our path. So therefore, whatever happened to them down the road, we don't have to feel bad and say, we didn't try. I tried everything there is I could do in my power with my son. But I could have been a better mother, because when he came to me on several occasions and I said to him, come out of my yard, I don't want no thieving boy in my yard, and I don't want no this and the company you're keeping and all of that. Maybe when the poor pitney come, he just wanted his mother to hug him. Maybe he just wanted a comforting word from me. Maybe he just needs me to hug him, to tell him that I love him. And it is sad. It is sad that he passed away 8 months ago. And I just felt him like I just gave birth to him. It's like I just give birth to my son. Even though I laid him to rest 8 months ago. And I question myself, because I say, did it have to take his death for me to feel this connection? Yes, he was in gang. Yes, he did a lot of bad stuff that I didn't want him to do. And yes, I spoke to him about it and said, don't do it. And I also tell him if he continue on the same path he's on, and if he keeps the same friend, I'm going to bury him now. I'm sitting on his grave right now talking to you. But couldn't I have done more? Couldn't I have taken my son to educate him and say, the path you're going down, threaten him if you don't stop, whatever. Maybe if I had done that, maybe if I had hug him up and give him love. No, I'm not condoning that when they're wrong, you're supposed to hug them up, I am just saying, maybe, just maybe, if I had give him a hug lots of times when he comes around, tell him how much I love him. And even though I was threatening him, and believe though me, anybody would know me would know that I threatened him left, right, and center. Because I never put up with nothing at all that he was doing. And that is why he hardly come by me, because every time him come by me, sometimes you don't see your children for a while and they comes by you and you would laugh and talk. Every time I see my son, I would just get cross and I would just start quarreling and I would just start saying, why can't you stop this? Why can't you stop it? I was just a nagging, miserable type of mother to my son. when I realized that he was going down the wrong path, sorry. But maybe, just maybe, if I had reached out to him some more, and I'm just saying, maybe he would be alive today. But he's not. So again, not at the pretty pool this morning as usual. I do my life at the poolside on a Saturdays. I'm not there this morning, as you can see. I'm in the sun. So let me go. I'm in the Garland's cemetery, and that's my son, grave. You know, just he's among. You have Miss Sylvie there. You have Manses over the other side. Right beside, immediately beside him, you have Miss Bibi, and you have a whole others. It pains my heart this morning to know that his birthday had passed, and in his lifetime, I can't remember texting my son in the past 3 years for his birthday to say happy birthday. The anger I had in me because he was going down the right path. But it's funny that he's dead. And as in birthday this year, I find myself up here come place a casket, a wreath on his grave. It's funny because I misses my son so much. And I wish I could do things differently, but I can't. So there's a lot of mothers on here this morning that I know is grieving, and their son's death didn't go down like my son. Their son was being murdered for no reason. Good picnic them. You have Miss Velma Stone Williams that Sanjay was just taken from underneath her like that. You have Mummy down the road there, so that she sent her son to school and the child never come back. Them kill Mara at school. Right? You have so many other persons in the community, Garland's community, that lost their son to either the knife, the gun, or something. So parents, come on. Let us love our children. Mommy didn't know that morning when she sent out Maro down a Malden. That was the last time she was going to see Maro. She never knew. Vel did not know that when Sandra left her house that morning, Sandra was going to come back in a casket. I didn't know that when I saw my son 2 weeks prior to his death, and he hugged me and told me how much he loved me, I did not know that was the last time I would be seeing my child. However, he's here in a tomb this morning. Buried him 8 months ago. So parents, let us love our children. If they are going out to school, let us pray with them. Kiss them up. Hug them. Tell them to have a good day. Because we never know. We could be going to work. We could be leaving them at the house. On the way to work, we could meet in an accident. We could get sick. Anything at all could happen. When we part from our children, we don't know if it's the last time we are going to see them, sending them out to school, sending them out to... I could even church we're sending them to, and we don't want to see them back again. Because something could come up that you are not going to church that Sunday, and you say, you go on. And even though it is God church we're sending them to, it could be the last time we are seeing them. We don't know. We just don't know. And it's not about just children for me this morning. It's also about family and friends. We have some families these days that they would rather to see you go down than to see you strive. Let us pray for them. Let us pray for them. Because we just don't know. Life is short. It could be a friend. And the friend might have hurt you. The friend might have been tickled in your thorn. Let us forgive them. Let us forgive them. Because we are here today and we are gone tomorrow. Peeps, Thank you so much for staying on with me. Hi, Mr. Coley, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Blake, Mr. Delroy, how you doing, sir? Hoping that all is well. Miss Black, how you doing? Just you guys, for everyone else who is on the live, I can't see all the names because sometimes it goes up, sometimes it comes down, but I know you are there because I saw the numbers. So I just want to applaud us all this morning. Let us cover our family. Let us pray for our friends. Let us forgive them. Let us just take out what is it that they have done to us, put it in the back burner of our mind. If not, throw it away. Throw it out. Because having anger inside of you doesn't put us anywhere. Not gonna get us anywhere. Certain not gonna put us up in heaven at all. That is for sure. So we have to end it down here so and make peace with who we are seeing down here so first before we can go up here so or anywhere else. So peeps, have yourself a God blessed day. Take care of a nice, clean, pretty self. It is very sad to know that my son passed the way that he had passed and left me and gone. He was an adult. He was not a child. I grew him to be a child of God. He got baptized. I taught him morals. I taught him good deeds. And he strayed from that. That is not on me. Not on me at all. Maybe I could have been a better mother. Maybe I could have loved him some more. The fact of the matter is, he's gone and there is nothing I can do to bring him back. All I can do is to encourage us that is left behind to be our brother's keeper. Guys, have a wonderful God bless day. Please remember, COVID no gone nowhere. It is still here. Mr. Morgan, please get off my phone. I'll soon call you. It is still here. I beg of you, let us sanitize our hands properly. When we go anywhere and come back, head to the bathroom, change our clothes. Please wear your mask. Don't leave it. Don't leave it. I can't afford to lose any more of my friends and family carelessly. You know? So let us do what we have to do to be safe. Now take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. Have a God bless weekend. Guys, until we meet up again, which is next week, Saturday morning, because you know I do my Saturday morning live. From me, it's peace. Love you guys. Love you guys. Take good care. Bye.